to look for. 50 years of precedent, Roe. What happened today is really unfathomable, and it's really distressing. When I started as your civil rights chief, one of the first things I did was go out to Brookline and visit the clinic, on Calm Ave at Planned Parenthood, and visit the clinics in Springfield and Worcester, and engage with providers who then were under threat, their physical safety, confidential license plates, working with police to secure safety around those facilities. We spent many years defending against efforts by a right-wing ideological collection to try to take us backwards. We did that in the courts, we did that in the legislature, we did that through advocacy. So it's really hard to see what has happened today, and my heart goes out, especially to those who are in our clinics here in Massachusetts and around this country, continuing to find ways to provide services. My heart goes out to those women waiting in clinics right now for needed health care, and that's what abortion is, needed health care. I am grateful to the coalition. I am grateful to my colleagues in government. I agree with everything that was said. This is an attack on women. This is an effort to keep women down. This is an effort to further marginalize and continue to diminish, and an effort to hold on to power. That's what's going on in this country. And unfortunately, as a lawyer and as your Attorney General, it is incredibly distressing to me to see a Supreme Court that is completely politicized. But that's where we are. That's where we are. And we know the consequences today, what's going to happen in just a matter of weeks, where more than half the states in this country will cut off access to abortion in one form or another. We know what's going to happen. And by the way, you know who it's most going to affect? People of color, low-income people. 60% of abortions are provided to women who already have children. How many families are going to be further pushed off the cliff and further into poverty? That's what's happening. And you look at yesterday's Supreme Court decision, allowing people to carry guns anywhere, anytime, any place that they choose against this one. And you see the hypocrisy. There's little law going on in that court. There's no adherence to the rule of law. It's complete BS, but what did we get? What do we think we were getting? That's what that election is all about. That's why elections matter. And you know what? There are more elections. And so our fight begins today. Yes. Our fight begins today. And those of you who know me, all this does is energize me. And all this does and should do is energize you. I can promise you a few things. I can promise you that we will work out of Massachusetts to support our great senators, Senator Warren, Senator Markey, to get legislation through in Congress to make this right. All of us will commit to that. I can promise you that Governor Baker, who deserves credit for issuing that executive order today, protecting providers, protecting patients here, is going to continue to stand by that. I can promise you that we're going to have a legislature here that's going to act quickly to make sure that we in Massachusetts are protecting our providers and protecting our patients. And I can promise you, as Attorney General, we're going to make sure that no one is investigated, no one is harassed, no agencies or law enforcement, no one is going to be vilified or under attack. We are going to take care of our providers here. We are going to take care of our patients here. I can promise you that. We're going to work with our medical insurance. We're going to work with our licensing boards. We're going to work with our state agencies, our city officials, and we are going to make sure that we stand up like never before so that women across this Commonwealth have access to the needed health care that they need. But I want to promise you something else. And I want to call upon the people of Massachusetts in this great Commonwealth in this moment. This Commonwealth is home to our states, Constitution, which of course was the precursor for the United States Constitution, as contorted as a Justice Alito made it sound this morning. Just remember, Rod, okay? This is bedrock. We do great things here. We have led. This is bedrock. More than that, I want you to know, Massachusetts, that I call upon everybody. Take it upon yourselves to be the helper state in this time. I've talked to my colleagues in New York, in Illinois, in California, in Nevada, and New Mexico, and throughout this country who are going to need support. Whatever you can do to support abortion funds in those places so that we are looking after food, childcare, transportation, housing for women who need access to care. Let's give it up and deliver to those places. Let's make sure that we are being a helper state in this time. I know we can do that here in Massachusetts. I know we're all committed to that. As disheartening as today is, and it is a huge gut punch. It is a huge gut punch. I think about the world my nieces are entering at 10 and 13 years old. We're going to make damn sure that this is taken care of and that this is made right. So let's go out and get after it. And the best way is really at the ballot box. Because if we've got an anti-majority Supreme Court, if we've got gerrymandered Republican state legislatures around this country, if we've got governors in states who are actually willing to go against the will of their own people, where the majority of Americans, Democrat and Republicans, support Roe, we're going to take that on at the ballot box starting this fall.